Okay, as soon as we die, of course, we lose everything. Everything. Our soul is gone immediately, as soon as we're dead. In fact, I think the soul goes a lot away from a lot of people that are laying there, in hospital with the air, where they're trying to keep them alive. I think the soul is gone a long time before that, because the soul is what keeps a person, the flesh, alive and functioning, and speaking, talking, doing all the things. Okay, it's all that information that came from God, and that's what we function with. Our brain is a processor that's needed to process everything and make us work. Isn't that God planned everything? Every heartbeat, everything about us, He planned, and it's all in those images, all in those thoughts. So we stay there. We remain in God. We never left. Okay, we're just using in the flesh. So when the flesh is gone, it's gone. You're sitting in the same old spot. You don't know where. You don't know. You don't know what's going on in that condition. But it doesn't make any difference, because you can't experience time. And so when you die, you won't experience a thing until you wake up in a new body, in another world, which will be this earth after this earth changes into paradise. Eventually the lava is going to cool down, and it's going to start a new life. You're going to get grass growing again, and trees, and whatever God's plan is. He's going to have it all decked out for us. It's going to be a lush garden. One big lush garden, the whole earth. No polar caps, no mountains, no oceans. There'll be little brooks and little ponds, and there'll be hot jacuzzi tubs for us all. We're just going to, it's just going to be fantastic. Okay? And so what's going to happen is the Word will get new bodies first. And that's the New Jerusalem, it's called in Revelation. We're going to get that. Those bodies are the New Jerusalem. That's who's going to rule over the entire world. We're going to be God's voice in those new bodies. We'll be speaking for God. We'll have more access, because our bodies will be, and brains and stuff, will be able to handle we'll be able to speak good. We'll all speak perfect, and we'll just have the skills to be God's people, rulers, or the king. One king in many people, many flesh. I don't know how many thousands of people there will be that are speaking for God. There'll be a lot of them, and we have to. The first thing we have to do is wake up. Okay, we'll wake up in our bodies, and then we'll become aware of this understanding. All the stuff that we learned during this age will come into our mind. So whatever I took in during my time here, we'll all have it together. It's all this Word will have the knowledge together. So when we wake up in our bodies, we'll have this knowledge. Just knowledge. No vocabulary, no language, and none of that stuff. But this knowledge will let us know what's going on. We'll know right away that we're here from another age. You see? That we were created. This is just a body that we're using. We're the Word. So all of that will come to our mind. But it won't be in words, you see. We'll just know things. We'll just know what to do. We'll know how to go start naming things in the earth, to get a vocabulary together. We'll name each other, or give ourselves names, and all in control by God. God already has His plans of what kind of words He wants us to speak, what language we want to speak. So it's all going to come out exactly the way God wants it. Isn't that incredible? We're not our own people in paradise. We never will be. We're God's flesh. Everything is God's. He created us all. Okay? He formed us all bodies to live in. We're going to do exactly the way it was, to His plans. He planned it, and that's how we're going to do it. No deviation from it whatsoever. We're like puppets. We're just like puppets of a puppeteer or a dummy of a ventriloquist, kind of like that thing. It's sort of like that. But then again, wouldn't you rather just enjoy life and be, so what if you're a puppet? Who cares if you're a puppet? I don't care, as long as I can experience life. See, it's really hard to understand, I know. But that's the way it is. So the Word is going to teach us everything. The flesh. Well, we are the Word, but our flesh is going to do exactly what God tells the Word to do. Well, we're actually God in the flesh, okay? That's who we are. And God runs our flesh according to the plans. So we'll get together these vocabulary words, all the language, that we need, and then we're going to be ready for when the new people are reborn on earth. Now, I already told you that men were created male and female. So the first man will have a new adult bodies, just like we do. Just one set, that's all we need. Be a new, like Adam and Eve. I don't know what their names will be. Adam and Eve is just symbolic names anyway. But there'll be a new couple, male and female, and they'll start producing kids on God's command. God's in control of everything this time. He's not giving us lust at all so we can lay around and have sex all day long. And not live except for sex. No, he's in control of that now. We're going to have like a once a year deal here. Just like a cow does. They go into heat and have their way for a few days, and then she's pregnant, and then a cow comes along. So it's going to be the same way with people. It's all going to be controlled. I'll go to the next tape.